this video, we'll be learning about creating a basic repeat pattern in Illustrator. So open your Illustrator file and you have to have some motifs in order to build your pattern. So I have these three floral motifs here. They are basically the same without some color variation. And also I have three color options to be chosen as the background of the pattern, which we'll be doing it later. So the first step in creating the repeat pattern would be fixing our background tile. So also you need to make sure that whether you are working in inches or centimeters. So you can check here. To create repeat patterns, you should be having a single motif or multiple motifs with you. In this video, we will be working with these motifs, which is a single motif being repeated in two color options. These colors which you are seeing here, these are color options for background usage. So first of all, let's start with our background tile, the pattern tile. Also make sure that whether you are comfortable in inches or centimeter, you need to set it here. I would like to go with inches. We will select the rectangle tool, then we'll right click on the canvas. So here you can feed what measurement you want for your tile to be. I'm starting with 8 by 8 of an inches because that is the size I'm comfortable in. Basically you can start with anywhere between 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, even 10 inches. It will depend on what end usage you are designing for. Also this scale can be changed later, so this is not something which you need to worry too much about right now. So now I have my tile with me. I'll change the background color to this brown given here. And now what we'll be doing is we will go to Object, Lock and Selection. We'll lock this tile so that when we are placing our motifs here, it is not getting moved along with the motifs. So your pattern tile needs to be on the back layer in order to your motifs to be placed on the top of it. Once you have done that, go to Object, Lock, Selection. Now we have our tile ready and we will start with placing our motifs on the rectangle. Also you would want that not all the motifs should look similar, so you will go to Object, Transform and Reflect. So it will slightly change the appearance of your motif. So what I'm doing here is I have placed my motifs on the left hand side of the rectangle and on the top right hand side of the rectangle. Once I have done that, what I'll be doing is I have to repeat whatever is on left hand side to this side, to right hand side, and whatever is present on top, I have to repeat that on bottom. So in order to do that, I have to select my motifs here. Also you need to remember the exact dimensions of your pattern tile. In our case it is 8 by 8 of an inches. So let's go ahead and select our motifs on the left. We'll go to Object, Transform, Move, and in horizontal we'll put 8, in vertical 0. We have to check the preview also whether it is falling right or not. Then click OK. Click Copy, because if we click OK, it will only get moved. It will not get copied on the right hand side. Similarly, you have to repeat this step for the top motifs. So in this case, you need to type 8 inches in the vertical and preview, copy. So now when we are done with placing our motifs on both the corners, both the sides of the rectangle tile, now we will be filling up the center space. Also, what you can do here is you can change the size of your motifs a little bit so that they appear a little different from one another. You can also use these rectangles to rotate your motif. Once you are happy with the overall appearance of your pattern, now you need to unlock this rectangle tile. Go to Object, Unlock All. So now what we need to do is first open the swatches panel, which is under Window, Swatches. Now you need to copy this rectangle tile by using Command C, and you have to place it backwards. So you need to press Command B, and for this copied rectangle, you need to make sure it doesn't have any stroke or fill. So once you have done that, you need to select everything which is on your canvas and you have to drag it to the swatches panel. Now, the pattern tile which you just created has been saved to your swatches panel. In order to check, just fill any rectangle with your pattern which you just created. As we can see, this pattern has pretty large scale. So we need to make it a little smaller. For doing that, go to Object, Transform, Scale. So in this one, you can play with the scale of your pattern however you want. You can also make it bigger, smaller, depending on your choice. So I'm happy with this scale. I'll click OK. So this is how you create a repeat pattern in Adobe Illustrator. To know more about creating repeat patterns and how to recolor this pattern, how to make advanced pattern repeats, please follow me and subscribe me on my YouTube channel. Thank you.